The following is a sponsored segment.
Well, welcome back. It's not just the weather that's changing. Get the little tie in there. Springtime also welcomes changes to our eating, and here to share some fun and fresh ways to spruce up our eating and celebrate Earth Day is dietitian and author of Body Kindness, Rebecca Scritchfield. Nice to see you today.
Nice to be here. You know, I'm really of the mindset that there's no change too small to take on to just perk up your eating habits.
Right.
And you could be surprised that there are big things you can do for the environment as well. So,
but the question is, how hard is it to? I guess that's the $1 million.
I try to make it easy.
It's too hard to eat healthy. It's too much work to be clean, but not so much, right?
Well, yeah, you might have to put some effort into it, but that's kind of what I want to show is that these are ideas that I brought from my own kitchen, that my own family is doing, and you pick what works for you.
Okay.
So
what are we starting with here? I see something chocolatey.
Yeah. You can't go wrong when you start with chocolate.
Exactly.
and end with chocolate
Exactly.
too. But so as it heats up, you know, it's good when you don't have to turn on the oven. This is my green smoothie.
Okay.
My husband jokes that green smoothies can taste like the underside of a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Not mine, because it tastes good, because I start with True Moo chocolate milk. I add spinach and banana. What I love about True Moo is that there's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no artificial growth hormone.
Okay.
It's actually made from the base of a high quality milk, and then you've add chocolate.
Okay.
And so it tastes delicious. It's coming from your local trusted dairy. I like to actually make it the night before, even put a lid on it. You can pull it out the next day and it's ready to go with you.
And drink it, of course, chilled, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So next is what I like to call my leftovers lunch.
Okay.
And this is the idea that I cook from my refrigerator first to avoid throwing food away. So this is a creamy corn and chicken soup. It's good at any temperature. And I started with the base of corn that I had from leftovers. And then I pureed that with a dairy pure milk.
Okay.
What I love about this, it's the only milk that comes with a purity promise. It's antibiotic free and there's no added growth hormone. You can get it in, I used whole milk in this recipe. You can get it in 2%, 1% and fat free. And once I got the base together, I went back in and said, well, what else do I have? And I had zucchini and red pepper and I had chicken, and I just added it together and made this soup that's a leftovers lunch.
Okay. All right, so moving along here, we've got some goodies over here from chickpeas to salmon.
Yeah, so this is about kind of how you can save some time, and you want to start in your freezer section at your grocery store. So I'm in love with this Tommy's Superfoods.
Do you lose any of the nutrients when it's frozen?
Well, it's actually, that's part of the benefit. So they like to actually say it's fresher than fresh.
Okay.
So something that we don't always realize is that 40% of the food that's grown in the U.S. is actually wasted. Oh. And so when you choose frozen, the vegetables are grown at their peak and flash frozen. So they could last up to 2 years in your freezer, but you're going to go through it faster than that. And it's available for you year round.
Right.
There's 8 different varieties, and it's deliciously seasoned. This is really important because when my clients are like, you said earlier, it's too hard to eat healthy, they talk about the taste with veggies. And so we've got to add flavor. So these are actually low sodium, but they have been seasoned. So you can add other components to make it a meal without adding any additional seasonings.
Because it has good flavor.
Right. This is a super greens, and I've just paired it with a salmon. Came together in less than 10 minutes. And this is a cauliflower and green bean that's been deliciously seasoned. And this is actually 100% plant because I added rinsed and drained chickpeas from the can.
All right. So we have about a minute. So let's get through these drinks here. This water right here.
Okay. So this is called Rethink Water, and the idea here, what you want to do is it's 70% paperboard. And 100% recyclable. It's a community source water, but the reason why this is a great switch is because there's 500, it takes 500 years for one water bottle to decompose, and we're only recycling about 10 million of the 50 million water bottles that we use. So you can pick that up as kind of a swap to plastic water bottles.
That's the key there.
Exactly.
And lastly over here, some goodies and some tea, which I do want to sip in a second.
Right. So this is Heavenly Organics. It's 100% raw organic. It's also the only honey that's glyphosate-free certified. What that means is it's free of the most commonly used pesticide and chemical contaminants. Not only do I use it to sweeten my iced tea in the summer because I really do like sweet beverages, but also these really cute chocolates. They're individually portioned that will give you kind of like that taste of chocolate that you love with the quality organic honey.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here today. Always some good ideas and good tips that you two can have. We're going to have more Let's Talk Live coming up after the break. Back with more right after this.
The proceeding was a sponsored segment.